Welcome back to the Seven Deadly Sins anime review, special number 31. This is a review of the 307 chapter of the manga, Epilogue 1. We see Meliodas on the cover, basically giving like a good, hello. Chapter starts off with the King of Leonis basically accepting the fact that Holy War is over. You see him for a good couple pages, then we cut to Gil Thunder, him and his two friends, Hauser and Gwynmar, and we see Margaret, his girlfriend, basically say they were saved. Yep. And of course, there's a joke about Veronica. Yeah, Veronica is Elizabeth's older sister, but not like the very much older sister like Margaret. She's like the middle child. hmm And there's a joke like, "Why don't you just hook up with her already?" And then we see Henderson and I don't remember this guy's name. He's the father of Hauser. Yeah, he's Hauser's father. And for some reason, I'm not sure why in the world he's dressed like this. I mean, this is supposed to be set during like medieval times. Why the heck is he dressed like a modern day pimp? Well, at least a guy like a modern day businessman. Yeah, I mean, if you look at this guy's suit, it looks like a modern day businessman. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I know I can't exactly get a good picture of it, but yeah, that's what he's dressed as. As for why the heck he's like this, no idea. Oh, Dreyfus, that's his name, Dreyfus. I kind of forgot about that. He's like Henderson for a bit, then we see Jericho, where she's wearing a skirt. Yep. And we see Galana with her adorable little brother, and talk about swordsmanship, and she still does this thing where this is stereotypical in Japanese anime manga. She walks around with her eyes closed, and I keep wondering, how is she not hitting her head multiple times, walking around basically blinded? But she can see perfectly fine. I mean, she's not the only character who's known for doing this. I mean, there's a few others I can think of. Let's see, there's Brock from Pokemon. There is Bulma's mother from Dragon Ball Z. I think that's it, yes. And then we cut to, believe it or not, we see Diane's out the mother. Galuda, I think her name is. We also see King's assistant, I think that's who she is. And we see a couple fairies working together. And we run into Hawk, where he is eating scraps. Runs into Bon Meliodas. Has nice touch mode, basically them reuniting with each other, which is a really cool panel. They talk for a little while. And we cut back to the Boar Hut. A very new Boar Hut, which looks like a mug. A wood mug. I gotta say, that's a very cool looking place, because the last place got destroyed. Yeah. So yeah. And then we see, looks like King and everybody else basically is having fun, celebrating. Everything is going good. One of them is drunk. Yeah. And of course everybody's like drinking. King's like being a bunch of a gentleman. Yeah, because he's serving drinks, stuff like that. And of course, and chapter ends with Bond says, "And when is this next time?" So, did you realize you can't stay much longer? So when is it? When will the day be when you'll be gone? And that's how the chapter ends. Yeah, it says next issue will be on break. Chapter 308 will be an issue 21 and 22 double issue. Next chapter is going to be called Epilogue 2. This, by far, was a very good chapter. A lot of wrapping up, a lot of loose ends here, which is quite nice. Though I keep thinking, the whole thing with Camelot is not wrapped up yet. No. Last time I saw it, it got covered by a bubble. It's unknown it's been liberated after basically been conquered by freaking demons. Yeah, it's completely unknown if in fact it was liberated. Because last time we physically seen was covered by some bubble. That's when the Demon King came out. And that was the last special time we saw Camelot. They say Meliodas might actually leave. I hope he doesn't, because he's technically one of the main characters. He is the male lead of the series, but technically the main character is Elizabeth. A character who, half the time for the past 30 chapters, hasn't really shown up that much. Not at all, and she contributes very little to the plot. I mean, early on she was doing that. For the first, 200 chapters, she was like that. And then, for some reason, the writer's like, nah, I'm going to have her less and less. After she's been an integral part of the series since the series started. Yes, this series has effectively been going on now for a little over 6 years. Yes, for 6 years the series has been going on for. And now it looks like we're going to be wrapping up the series. But this is a good chapter. Excuse me, can't wait for the next chapter, which I think might be the last chapter of the series. Don't quote me on that, but it's a possibility, especially since it's called Epilogue 2. Yep, it could be, could not be, but it's going to go on break for about, since it's going on break, doesn't say how long, probably about a week. Yeah, I'd say probably at least a week while the series on break and come back. And you know the weird thing is? There was a rumor, there was an article released a couple days ago saying there's something planned next for Seven Deadly Sins. According to the article I read, they don't know if it's going to be a new season, an OVA, or another film. All I've heard about this project is it's a new anime project, Seven Deadly Sins. As for what the heck it is, I have no idea. Because the studio who makes the series hasn't released information yet. All we know is that we may get something else for 7 Deadly Sins soon. I'm hoping so because, well, if you look at the last season of the show, it only adapted 96 chapters. Actually, it was 97 chapters overall. While the first season adapted the first 100 chapters, which makes sense. Second season, for some reason, ended with chapter 197. I don't really know why. It's bizarre. I particularly can't wait for season 3 whenever it comes out. And my guess is season 3 might just adapt the rest of the series. If the series is going to end, third season might be the last one for the series. Especially the series is really damn good. I've loved the series ever since I got hooked on it. I think it was it wasn't last year I got hooked on the series, was it? Yeah, it was last year I got hooked on the series. Took me a little while to get through the series, but I got it done. Yep. So yeah, that's it for this particular review. I have my rating for this chapter, 9 out of 10. Fantastic chapter. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. Now, those of you curious, though, was I hoping to finish up Case Close today? Kind of hoping to, but I don't think it's gonna happen today. It'll probably happen tomorrow. I'm gonna get a chance to review that along with news episode for Super, though it's news episode, news episode for One Piece, and Boruto. And that's it. So roughly 3 videos definitely, one more, the fourth one is a possibility. That's if it finishes up, okay? But to you in the next review. Bye.